and come out and let's find out who you really are. What do you think? Fair enough? Okay. All right. Last year, I learned a lot about my family's history dating back to the 1800s. And I'm told there's even more, and we're going to find out what that is together next. Well, like many people, I've always been curious about my family history. Who were my ancestors? What did they do for a living? So last year, I partnered with MyHeritage to find out about the people in my family tree, and it was really fascinating. It's fascinating how little I really knew. They found information dating back to the 1800s. Take a look.
We have a photo of your great-great-grandfather on your father's side. His name is Pascal Rice.
Now, wait a minute. This is my great-great-grandfather.
That is your great-great-grandfather on your father's side. Now, he was born in 1826, and he actually fought in the Mexican War.
Well, he looks kind of like me, I guess.
And we also learned that you have a very impressive family tree because we found out that you are the 11th cousin 3 times removed of President George H.W. Bush.
Really?
Yes. That is an impressive family tree.
All right, joining me once again is Yvette Corcoran, a consultant with MyHeritage. So welcome back, Yvette.
Hi, great to be back. Thank you so much.
You guys have kept digging. I understand you have even more information, and I am hungry to hear about it.
First of all, let me tell you about that. MyHeritage is the world's leading website for discovering family history. Millions of users around the world use MyHeritage to go on and learn more about their ancestors like you did, Dr. Phil, and it's super easy to do.
It is easy. And Robin also learned you got into it as well.
Yes, I found that to be so meaningful. I really, truly felt like you took me back, put me in the room with my entire family, and allowed me to meet every one of them. I loved it.
I was astounded how much you found out of how little I had to do.
It really is super easy. So using their powerful technology, MyHeritage actually does the searching for you. They make it super easy for anyone, anywhere, to go in and start clicking in and discovering their family history and ancestors like you and Robin have done.
I just log in, everything comes up, and I can click on a relative in my family tree and learn about their jobs, where they've lived, and a whole lot more. So I've actually been doing this. It's kind of fascinating, and I look up and 30 minutes has gone by. Really fascinated with it.
Well, last time we were here, we talked to you about your grandpa, Joe McGraw. This is your grandpa on your dad's side. We showed you the 1910 census, where he stated that he was working as a wagon driver in a feed store. There it is right there. You can see it. That's the 1910 census. We then find that in 1920, he was working as a farmer. And now let's head over to the 1940 census, where we find him. He has changed careers once again. This time, your grandpa Joe says that he's working as a meat cutter in a meat store. Did you know your grandpa was a butcher?
Oh, hell no. So he was a butcher?
He was a butcher, among other things. But you can really learn so much by these documents, because just from looking at the census, he also declared that in 1939, he worked a total of 52 weeks, but he also said that he earned a total of $840 for the year.
I told you we were poor.
So let's see if there's more luck on another branch of your family tree. Now we're going to go back 5 generations to your great-great-great-grandfather. His name was William Russell. Now, William, we know he was born in 1794 in North Carolina, but there really wasn't very much information about his life. We did, however, find something really interesting about his death. We found a document after his death that showed all the property that was sold off after he died. In this, you can see that they sold off 1 table, 7 chairs, 2 axes, a shotgun, a washing bin, and a whole bunch of livestock, including a red heifer and calves and pigs, for a grand total of $41.93.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. William had a son, and his name was Samuel. He is your great-great-grandfather. Samuel married a woman named Sarah Ann. She, of course, is your great-great-grandmother. And look at this beautiful photo that we found. That's your great-great-grandmother there in the green box. Have you ever seen a photo of her before?
No, I never even knew she existed.
She's there pictured with the rest of the family, and that photo was taken around 1877. Let's go back to Grandpa Joe McGraw. Last time we showed you his 1917 World War I draft registration document.